Hello, Divine Being. Thank you so much for coming and sharing this time with me. I am Chanel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, and I am providing a Lion's Gate channeled reading. This reading is for my fire placements, whether your sun, moon, or rising is in Leo, uh, uh, I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. Leo, Sag, or Aries, this reading is for you. Okay. So first, we're going to start off with our White Light Oracle. This Oracle deck I use exclusively around this time with the Lionsgate. If you're unfamiliar with the Lionsgate is, I've done a few videos about it. But just to give you a quick general synopsis, the Lionsgate is when our Sirius star and our Sun star in the sign of Leo align. Okay, so when the sun changes into the sign of Leo and it aligns with the Sirius star, we have the Lion's Gate, which occurs on 8/8, which is the peak rather of the Lion's Gate. The Lion's Gate energy actually begins to open and form. They begin crossing paths around July 27th, 28th. It's a little bit off because of timing and and earth position and days of the weeks and things of that nature. But usually around that time, they begin to cross paths, and then they are at their peak, their heights of it on 8/8, and then they begin to separate again, and continue on their paths until about the 12th or 13th, just depending on where you are. So the Lionsgate energy is open right now. You do not have to wait until 8/8. This year it falls on a Friday, beautiful day. I am facilitating a chakra balancing session and a guided meditation where we will be embracing our shadows and really working on healing and integrating our energies into the light. Okay, so this energy this energy that I'm about to share from the White Light Oracle is just what this portal is really helping usher into your life. Again, it does not matter if you believe in astrology or not. I mean, I don't think you'll be watching this reading if you didn't believe in things of a higher source or of a higher nature, in which case, if you are aware of what it is and you do what you can to control it, you can make it work in your favor all the much more so. It's like, forget 10x. You are 80xing your energy, your manifestations, your desires when you use the Lionsgate, because this particular alignment or portal, if you will, is one of the strongest ones that we will experience this year. It can really dramatically change your life overnight like that. Okay. So the first thing that this energy is bringing in for you, my fire signs, beatitude of sacred rapture, beatitude of sacred rapture. And I am going to use the book to get a little bit more expansion. But as I pulled this card and started talking, my left ear is so heightened. It is going off right now. Um, there is divine union, divine energy with feminine energy right now. I know the lion is masculine, the sun is masculine, but there is a beautiful balance coming in a feminine energy, right? Feline, the female feline, extremely strong, extremely formidable, and I am just feeling there is some deep intrigue. You saw I have a love deck here. I'm going to pull some expansion on love for you all too, but there are some deep healing energies coming in with the feminine energy. And with my left ear just going crazy right now, there may be some conversations. You may be hearing things through the grapevine. You may not be uh, talking to this divine feminine, but you're getting clarity around this energy. I'm also feeling heavy ancestral energy as well. They may have passed on or transitioned. Mother, grandmother, great grandmother. I'm not sure, of course, it's a large collective, but um, you all are just getting some real clarity when it comes to um, this energy. And card 29, for some reason, February 29th is coming to mind, leap year. And it's like, this is not an everyday thing. This is something that you will need to be prepared for. It's good that you're hearing this message. You're getting a heads up so you don't kind of dismiss it. Because I feel like you may be like, I don't want to hear anything about that. I don't want to hear anything about this person. Don't tell me anything. Like, you've cut them off because they really have, they played on you. Yeah, they really played on your emotions a lot, and you've cut them from your space. But this is a message that you are meant to hear. Next, Alabaster Tablets of Layla. Okay, card 41. Alabaster Tablets of Layla. Okay, this energy is giving me deep reflection again into the past. Okay, this is not a time for you to be hot headed. This is not a time for you to be fiery. This is not a time for you to say, again, to go with your your natural instinct. I want to say, where you're just like, no, you're looking into the past, you're not giving them any opportunity, you're not really seeing with your first eye, you're, everything is closed off, and you're like, okay, no, a leopard doesn't change its spots, a tiger doesn't change its stripes. I don't want to hear anything. Not to go back to this feminine energy, but what they're saying is with you looking into the past, um and kind of measuring yourself or your life by those things, they're saying no more. It's time to come into enlightenment. This is what's coming through for you. You're seeing things through a spiritual standpoint. You're seeing with your spiritual eye. You're getting a lot of clarity. You are projecting a lot of things. Also, the things that you've been dreaming about in your mind's eye, the things that you've been wanting, that you've been desiring, that you've been trying to manifest, that you've been putting forth into the ethers, things that you have been praying about, it is coming through. You're going to see a great manifestation of this energy, of this Layla energy, very, very white light. And when they say white light, it brings me to, I'm originally from Miami. I live in the Tampa Bay area now, but it's giving me the white hot, the Miami heat. You know, sometimes when fire gets so hot, when coals are hot, they burn white. Um, you are burning a lot of this energy. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I keep clearing my throat, but that is just giving me, again, these conversations that need to be had or need to be heard. It's like someone saying, let me clarify, let me give this to you in a different way. And because you're seeing things with your mind's eye, you're getting that spiritual take on it, you're able to understand it a lot more, a lot deeper than you normally would be. um, from the book with this card. Sorry. Okay, so from the book, with card number 29, let your true self be seen. Search for the deeper spiritual purpose and opportunity for healing beneath conflict and suffering. If you have been in pain, this oracle brings a message of joyful breakthrough. Your soul is growing stronger, more able to have faith and wisdom than in judgment or doubt. Commit to your spiritual path and know that you're making progress, even if things seem more difficult for a time. Know that any such difficulty is part of your healing and that you will successfully move through it. Trust yourself. Exactly. Beatitude is a blessing, the highest blessing. The oracle of beatitude of sacred rapture brings guidance that the beautiful healing truth of spirit is your reality. Exactly. Exactly. So, exactly what it is I was saying, this feminine energy, this ancestral feminine energy is coming through very strongly to help heal those deep wounds, because I feel that you've been carrying it and you've been judging a lot of people with that with that eye. Okay. um let's see, card number 41. And wow, and you know what, as I was looking through the book for card number 41 for expanded message, I opened up to the back and look what it opened up to: Ishtar's Lion's Gate. Right. And that's kind of why I use this deck, because of the energy that surrounds it. It was formed around this energy, but that's beautiful. Let's see, card number 41. You're remembering at a soul level. You're tapping into greater awareness, and an understanding of your highest life purpose shall become even clearer to you. This may evoke unsettling change within you, but that change is necessary for a new way to manifest. You are protected and guided at all times, especially when you feel uncertain about your course. You are truly loved. Exactly. So, coming from your mind's eye, you're seeing things differently. You may even start to recognize individual spirit. You're like, your spirit is so very familiar. I'm not quite sure. With that being said, I'm going to pull with this past life energy. But yeah, you're like, You're like, I know your energy. I felt your energy before. I now see why I had to go through this thing with you in particular. It's becoming so much more clear. All right, so let's see what past life energy is clearing up for you with this Lionsgate. Let's see what past life energy is clearing up for you with this Lionsgate. Oh, okay. I'm only going to take the one that fell up here. Education, university, learning and teaching. Okay. So some of you may not have went to university. You may have wanted to go to college and it just was not in the stars for you. It may have to do something about money. And I'm also feeling that because the incense that that wanted to come out for your reading was attracts money. So I'm burning an incense to attract money into this reading for my fire signs. But I feel like you may have wanted to go, or maybe you started and you stopped because of money. You feel like you should have been a little bit further. This also could have been this ancestral feminine energy where it was like, yeah, no, we don't have the money to do that, or our family doesn't do that, or anything of that nature. But you still were able to teach yourself. Although you didn't go to college or university, you still were able to learn a lot of things and overcome a lot of things because it was written in the cards. This is past life energy that you have conquered, you've overcome, and now is the time for you to know and realize that it doesn't matter that you didn't go to a university to get the actual training. You were self-taught. Spirit was teaching you, which is why you're now seeing things at a soul level, and you're becoming you're coming into a space where you can appreciate it so much more, where you don't feel so slighted by it. Okay, expressive talents, creativity, the arts. Yeah, you may have been able to realize that your creativity, your creation by your hands, and wow, look, it's card 24 and 25, is what got you through. You didn't need to go to the books and hit the books. You have talents, and your talents is what's sustaining you. Your talents actually is what's bringing you money. Abandonment, feelings of unworthiness, rejection. Yeah, so again, this childhood trauma. Ugh, if your mother rejected you or your grandmother rejected you, I I feel that sorrow for you. That's probably why these deep roots wounds need to be healed, and why you feel like you can't really trust individuals too much. You're dealing with that feeling of abandonment, but no more. You're no longer feeling abandoned. You're no longer in a space where you're uncertain if anybody cares. Okay, this Lionsgate is bringing in the realization that you are loved, you are cared for, you are, watched over, you are protected, you are worthy, you are special, you are all of that. There's no reason for you to feel abandoned at all whatsoever. You are so important in the eyes of the universe, in the eyes of God. You are so very important, but you are coming over, you're coming through that. You're coming through that. And it doesn't matter how old you are, okay? This inner child energy is deeply being healed. And that's, again, not to plug myself again, but they're showing me like the meditation that I am facilitating on Friday. The meditation I'm facilitating is about embracing our child, our inner shadow, those wounds, helping to integrate some of those hurt feelings, healing it, and then emerging in the light. So they're no longer shadows, they're getting light shown on them. And definitely heavy energy here with the Lionsgate, because the fiery energy of the sun is like, no nonsense, we're going to handle all of this. Okay, so lastly, I'm going to pull to see what type of love is coming in. I'm going to pull romantic love and then universal love. It doesn't matter if you're in a relationship or not. If you're looking for a relationship or not, there is just some type of romantic love. You may start getting more compliments or anything like that of this nature. Let's see what exactly is coming through for you. The mystic. Yeah, people are going to be like, you're so mystical. You're so mystical. They're wanting to know, how do you do that? How do you shine your magic? Oh my God, look at this inner child. This is so synchronistic. I cannot make this up. You're going to be so much more playful. You're going to be like, yes, let's do this. This beautiful love. The universe is touching you with that. And sacred union. Yeah. Yeah. definitely some friendships. Not everybody will be romantic, but um, some friendships, or even like more suitors, people coming and wanting to talk to you. You're, because you no longer feel that people leave, because you're no longer feeling abandoned, you're getting this sacred union to come in. So you'll be developing lifelong friends, or you may be following a tribe. So you may join a group or things of that nature. Again, this is a general reading for a large collective. So however that energy comes through for you. But yeah, that is that. That's all that I'm feeling for you, my fire signs. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're wanting to join the Lionsgate meditation and chakra tune-up that I am doing, the links will be below. I'm also doing a candle service, because with the fiery sign of Leo, candle magic is very potent as well. The link to join the candle service will be below in the description. But until we connect again, remember, your angels are here for a reason and a season. You deserve the best, and the best is yet to come. One love.